Alright, last round. Won the die roll. Play first. This hand goes badly very easily, but it is a keeper. I've got the Moment's Peace and the green mana to pay for it. I have a card draw thing for turn 3 if I do draw a land. I've got the Stonehorn log. It's not bad. Okay. No, I'm not gonna draw my land, but I mean, if I do draw a third land, then this hand's great, right? So I'm looking for land, map, prism, something like that. If I just whiff next turn, then I'm probably gonna be dead, but whatever. I got extra time. Oh man, if my opponent, if they had maybe discard cards, oh, I could just discard all these bad cards. Hitting a land there's great. Obviously, if I'd just drawn the Tranquil Cove last turn, I would be playing an Oracle into something else, but on the other hand, everything's fine. It's all fine. Of course, if I miss on a land here, then it's less fine, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I get to play it. Oh, my gosh. Alright, I can go Dignitary, and then pass, or play a land to play a Muldrifter, depending on what I've got. That's fine. Is that the best my opponent could offer? Ooh. No. Let's not get too greedy here. We'll just play a Muldrifter Evoked and try to get a land off of that. Alright. Did not. That's unfortunate. Grip Rats puts a pretty hefty clock on me. Alright, I want an untapped land here so I can play play safe. Well, I can't really play safe. If I miss on lands on this Compulsive Research, that's just going to be, like, fatal, but, I mean, I can't get owned so often during this this whole tournament, so I just gotta hope for the best. Probably should have kept that Teachings, so I could get crop rotation. Crop, and then, yeah, keeping Teachings would have been better. See if my opponent ninjas. They don't. I'm just going to slam a Moment's Peace. Next turn, I'm going to go Prism into Dignitary. Just reduce the amount of damage I'm going to take. Sure. Not a combo. Huh. Okay. Okay. And I'll pass. I'll crack map for a tower into turn. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to wall back my Teachings, which means I probably shouldn't have discarded the wall in the first place, but we'll ignore that. Or discarded the Teachings, rather. My opponent has targeted removal, I'll just flicker. My opponent tries to guess verdict, I'll just dispel. And we'll pass. We'll flicker that way. What is another removal spell? What the? I don't like how my opponent played that, and it worked out very well for me. But, whatever. They can play however they want. In a turn, I'm going to Teachings for Pulse. I'm going to Pulse back Wall, Wall back Pulse, and then that should be good enough. I guess I do have a reasonably vulnerable graveyard, so I probably need to find another wall soon. Pulse back wall, wall back pulse. Man. Now I can basically ignore most of what my opponent can do. I'm going to play Fingraph rather than playing a tap land, so I can flashback Teachings if that's necessary. I guess I can also double flicker the Prism, and then I have the Prism untapped, but more than likely that's going to be too dangerous. My opponent has a removal spell for the wall. That's fine. I'll let it resolve, and then I'll just pulse it back. Block. What? Call. Sure. Did they draw the Bajuka Bog? Otherwise, it's terrible. My opponent just lets me gain 6 life for no reason. Like, yeah, it costs mana, but, I mean, as it turns out, I ain't got nothing to do with my mana anyway. I teach it for that, yeah, okay. Temporarily forgot what I teachings for. All back the pulse. I've got 4 mana. 5 mana doesn't really do anything. Alright, Thorn Pulse. Why didn't they attack with the Crypt Rats? Whatever. My opponent's Pestilence gets really bad once I start gaining oodles of life. So, I can't say I agree with my opponent's play. Oh, also, that Dispel change is going to be really bad here because I can't counter Grey Merchants. So, yeah. We might be in trouble. But, on the other hand, I'm also going to win this game very easily, so... do I have enough to capsize? Oh, never mind. I was wondering if I could capsize and loop here. And I can, but I also just drew another mnemonic wall, so the game's over. Now it doesn't matter if they have Grey Merchant, because I just can't lose. Card doesn't do anything. I'm gonna put a flicker on top in case my opponent somehow mnemonic wall or dark rituals into double duress, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Also, I can counter it. Triple duress. There we go. With 2 cards in hand. Yeah, yeah. These are likely things. I don't see the downside to doing this, so I'm going to just flicker here. Okay, and my opponent's dead. Obviously, I still have to kill them, but that should be reasonably easy, given that my cards are quite good now. Go ahead and cast the Mole Drifter. Alright, that's good enough. I'll just cast some Dignitary and play a land and pass. I could do some flicker shenanigans, but I'll just wait. Sure. Okay. Okay. Wow, my board is really bad. I guess Quicksand kills the stupid ninja thing. I can take out a Moment's Peace. Don't need that much useless cards here. Moment's Peace can frequently be great, but not if I'm just dying to Grey Merchants. So none of these other cards do anything. Oh, they're playing Crypt Rats. Gut shot. Boom. There we go. I got a card that did something. Boom. Easy enough. Alright. Not having the Condescend is going to be a big problem against Grey Merchants, so maybe I need to cut the Prohibit for Condescend, but Condescend is much, much worse against Delver. You're just paying too much mana for their very inexpensive threats. Hand's medium, but keepable. Really don't want to mulligan against a deck with a bunch of discard. If they harass me here, who cares? I do get to set up a grotto next turn for their Choking Sands. I can crop rotation in response and kind of get them, but well, all right, doing it. We're doing it. Whatever it is, we are doing it. They Chittering Rats, that's fine. Don't care. Sure, that's a good card for them, but oh, you know, I don't really care if they start in me. I'm just gonna play more good cards instead. Okay. Okay. Probably should sign in blood first in case you got the guess verdict, but that's fine. I'm gonna play Seagate Oracle first. I'm gonna take Flicker. And I'm gonna play a Thornwood Falls. Now, if they don't have a Choking Sands for the plant, I get to go Tower, Crop Rotation, Tron. Sure. Sounds good to me. I guess I'm not going to really use that mana very much, am I? Tron, I would get it to get a free Teachings in. I'll just wait. I'm just going to wait so that if my opponent does have the Choking Sands, I don't get taken off a Tron. This is fine. My opponent has a lot of removal in. Maybe they don't have any Choking Sands or something. And they just kept their removal because they didn't have anything better. Third Sign in Blood's not bad. It's like Thoughtcast, except costs twice as much. There's no advantage to doing it now. There are disadvantages, like you just draw into Tron. Oh, I can't even play the wall. I have nothing to get. That's silly. And I can't cast an Oracle if I Teachings for Pulse and cast it, so I'm just going to pass. My opponent might have a Akiba Gang Shinobi, but if they do, I'll just Teachings for Moment's Peace. I might take a big Grey Merchant hit here, but they still have Witches in too. Alright, I guess they just didn't have a sideboard. I think this is good. Yeah, I'll just get Oracle. No, I could just play Oracle and get back the Pulse. Or play a Wall, get back the Pulse, play Oracle. Yeah. Let's start with Wall. If my opponent has Fairy Macabre, I really need to know in advance so I don't get owned. Okay. Good enough for me. Not really using very good, making very good use of my mana, but I'm also just slowly building an unbeatable advantage. So, all right, this might get ugly. They know I have pulse, so they have to be. They might be victiming there for a reason. I would say they have to be, but to be honest, they don't have to be doing anything here. They could just be left clicking on their cards because they're highlighted. Rager's good. And by that I mean it's very good against me. Take the damage, go back up to 22 into turn. I'm still protected against land destruction. Alright. Can't imagine they have Fairy Macabre yet. Well, they might have cycled into it, but they didn't when I played that wall, that's for sure. Alright, we'll lead on Mnemonic Wall. Pulse. Play Oracle. Ooh, a Prism? I'll take that. Won't cast it, but we'll hold it. You never know when you need it. You never know when you might need. Sure. I'm gonna try to flicker here. Probably isn't gonna work out, but if it doesn't, not a huge deal. Getting flicker back so it's not exposed to too many graveyard hate effects. If I wasn't worried about graveyard hate, I would have just gotten teachings so I could teachings for capsize, but I think we'll be fine. I don't want to keep the flicker in the yard, because if they then duress me and Bajuka bog me, then bad things happen. But it has a lot of lands. I guess they've signed and blooded 3 times, so there's a great merchant. Alright, take a big hit. And they get me for another 3? Maybe just 2 and then hold up witches, but that seems much worse than just doing this. Like, it's not like I'm going to attack back. I'm going to lead on Prism. Because I'm probably going to have to do some, Oh. Alright, I'll just Dignitary. That's fine. I was going to just pulse back the Dignitary, but this is also great. Alright, we'll pass. I could have stacked a trigger there, but I'm just going to hold up all my manas. Relic. Did I put in that preemptive Ancient Grudge? I did. Alright. Cool. That's fine. I might have to do something very creative if they have another Grey Merchant. 3, 5. No? Alright, cool. I just want to look at my options. Ancient Grudge, Capsize, Prohibit. Alright, I'm going to get Teachings. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to Flicker. If they have a 2-mana kill spell, they're tapped out a Relic, so I get to just go off next turn. And if they just want to eat my Flicker, that's fine. I've already got the second one. Cool. Works for me. I don't have any targets for Pulse of Marasa, but we'll burn that bridge when we cross it. Or we don't even need to cross it. I did get... Okay, Stonehorn triggers. Right. Discard a card. I'm going to discard Grotto. Seems like the least necessary card here. Probably going to end up pulsing it back anyway. I'll pass. My opponent has something, I'll respond to it. If they ain't got nothing, then we'll figure out where we stand. And then react to it. As it stands, I'm just going to get Capsize and something, I guess. Wonder what this means. Okay. Doesn't mean anything. Shouldn't. I'm glad I didn't even try to read into their intentions there, because they certainly didn't know what it did. All right. 6. What the hell? 5. Grey Merchant. They had to just draw that, otherwise we would have cast it last turn, right? I could do something like Capsize or Oubliette, but I think I'd rather just Pulse and gain a bunch of life. And then set up into turn. Double somethings. Since I have the Fingraph, I don't care if they kill my wall. Double Teachings. Grab Capsize. And just get Prohibit. Looks like just Prohibit, right? Yeah. Ooh, that solves my dilemma. I could just do this. I'll get Pulse to be safe, and then I'll Flicker to get Compulsive and cast that. Could have just gotten Compulsive and gotten Pulse back whenever they force me to. I am going to discard 2 lands if I have the option. 2 cards. Discard Plant and Grotto. They either chose not to cast Rancid Earth or chose not to cast Grey Merchant. Huh. Interesting. Whatever. Let's see what happens. There's a chance they have another Grey Merchant in hand. And that means I'm dead, and there's no real way I could play around it, because I'm going to take 5 in combat. Plus these 2. Or this 1, I guess. Discard Plant. And a Muldrifter. Just discard targets for my my Pulse of Marasa. I'm dead, aren't I? They're just gonna play another they're gonna inexplicably have another Grey Merchant. I don't know how my opponent could possibly have these cards. How was I not dead earlier? Whatever. Doesn't matter. My opponent gave me chances, and, well, they just drew several Grey Merchants in a row. I guess I did make my deck worse against Grey Merchant. Ding. I'm just going to keep it in. There's a chance I should have Moment's Peace instead of Quicksand. Doesn't make any sense. My opponent's sequencing at all. I'll keep. I suppose we're both 3-3, so maybe both of us are just playing bad. Leading on Falls. I got time to play the Cove later. Just gonna hold up Prohibit. I will counter... Not that. I won't counter a land, unfortunately. Cool. I can teach this for crop rotation. Could have played Mine and then tried to flicker to stop Rancid Earth, but whatever. Whatevs. Never even had it. Boom. Go. I don't have any good cards, and that's kind of a shame. So even if I get Tron, I'm doing nothing. So, I do need to be aware of that. Are they going to try to play a Pestilence with no creatures in play? They just draw that or something. Tron, you are such a dumb deck. So dumb. Is my opponent playing around a Phantom counterspell for some godforsaken reason? Well, it's what it feels like. They're just playing around Condescend for 0 gain. All these cards suck. I'm not going to play another one. I can wait. Capsize is really good, I suppose. I don't want teaching for Capsize, but getting Capsize off the draw, sure, whatever. Innocent Blood. Sacking my Dignitary if they just play a removal spell. I could try to Capsize it, but that's pointless. If they play a creature, I'll Prohibit. If they don't, I'm just gonna go ahead and Capsize. Just take my opponent off of Grey Merchant mana forever. Ooh. Okay. I could get a tower. Instead, I'm going to get a grotto so I can flash back my teachings. My thinkings. Alright. My opponent has another Rancid Earth. I can get my land back with Teachings Pulse or Crop Rotation or whatever. If they've got a Ninja, I will go ahead and Moment's Peace. Oh, they do have a Ninja. Alright. That's a lot of cards they didn't draw last game, but okay. Boom. Alright, gonna need a spell eventually. I'm just gonna play a land this turn for sure, so I get to flashback. Teachings get pulse, but then I can't cast Dignitary. But I could flashback Moment's Peace. Which means I should just pass. I could also just capsize there, but doesn't seem great. Much rather capsize their lands. Alright. They didn't play pre-combat, so I might as well just do this. Boom. Taste it. I am going to need to draw something eventually. Having drawn none of my card draw spells is not good, given that I've seen 17 cards. Sure, this is fine. I've got capsize to deal with whatever's. If my opponent's not playing a threat, then I don't care. And if they are playing a threat, then they're tapped out, so the relic was pointless. They're not going to just... This is the correct play. They should absolutely do this. But this is also not worth a card. So. Although relicking into duress is very good for them. Bad for me. Good for them. I get to double capsize next turn, though, so... We get to do some things. And some stuff. I just really wish I could get a reasonable draw here. I have Pulse and Flicker still remaining as good teachings targets. Rager's pretty good here. That means I have to double bounce their lands so they can't ninja me. Also lets them get a hidden one with Rager, though. Maybe I'll just draw something good. Yeah, that's what happened. I'll draw something good. Prism will be fine. Prism would be a fine draw. Compulsive Research, very good draw. Well, I'm discarding land. Gutshot's looking super ugly here, but that is the price you pay for playing bad cards. Go ahead and capsize the stupid land back. If you think about it, the Gutshot was basically free. It just came in with the Stonehorn Dignitary. It just costs 7 mana instead of whatever. I wish I could have just discarded the Gutshot instead of the land. The land was way better than Gutshot, but the land wasn't better than Dignitary plus Gutshot. And it was also not better than any of the other cards on my hand, so whatever. On the other hand, now I have a good card to get back with this wall that I just drew, so that's cool. On the other hand, I'm just going to go bananas on my opponent's lands. And I've still got teachings to get land back if they have a Rancid Earth. They have Angler in their deck? What the hell? I don't think they even are supposed to cast Angler if they have one. They have to have a better card in their hand, right? What are they playing in their deck if they don't have a better card than that? Ooh, I'm gonna get my opponent. Block. Ah, taste it. See what we draw. Probably just capsizing 2 lands here. Definitely capsizing 2 lands here. Because then next turn I can bounce a land and an angler and still keep them off of 3 mana. This is my exile? Yeah. Alright, I still have Pulse, so you got it. I guess I only get to capsize once, but that should be good enough. I get to go wall, back the capsize their swamp. Take a hit. They don't have 2 duresses, unless they just chose not to cast one last turn, which would be bizarre. But my opponent's made some bizarre plays so far, so you never know. You really never know. We're 100% getting the capsize. Oh, I guess I have enough mana. Huh. Sweet. And we're definitely capsizing their land. I just don't want them to have 3 mana, because many of their good cards cost 3 mana. I'm gonna plant. This helps me double up on lands. So I can ensure that they have 2 mana. What am I doing? Okay, I am playing bad, but didn't matter. Doubling up on lands doesn't matter because I'm keeping my opponent off 3 mana. Ugh. This tournament was a disaster. I know I'm playing bad now, but I hope I wasn't playing bad earlier. I got kind of tilted off after those losses because that they were stupid. They were really, really dumb and quite unlikely. So hopefully, I'm definitely going to be fine. All right, count 5. This is live counting with Elsa. 15, 20, 25, 28. Wow, 4 3/4s are gonna. Oh no, these are all 4 3s. 28, 29, 30, 31. 1 3/4 is going to get prizes. Top 32, right? Alright. I got my entry fee back. I don't think I'm going to be 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I'm fine. There's going to be 3 more 5/2s added to the list, so top 16 is all 5/2 or better. And 5 of them are going to be in the top 8, which is pretty hilarious, to be honest. 5/2s are going to make top 8, and the rest fill out the top 16 bracket. I got my entry fee back, I assume. Yes. And I lost some very unlikely matches. So it sucks that I got unlucky. It also sucks that I was playing badly in that last match. Hopefully I'll be able to alleviate my salt levels. Hopefully MTGO won't be super buggy and I can actually test some changes to this deck. See if I can make it better. Not having that Condescend really is bad against Mono Black because I just have 0 ways to counter a Gray Merchant. Like, I can lock the game down, but unless I can loop enough pulses to not die to the Gray Merchant, it's still going to dome me for a lot. So, I don't know. Let's hope that I can test out these changes. The second Cop Blue might have been good, except, I mean, it was okay against T-Vigs. It could have been okay against T-Vigs. It could have been good against Nolian, but I just played it and then never drew another land. And then I would cast card draw spells and not hit lands. So I hit cop blue, and then I just have 7 non-lands on top, and I'm going to lose. But I'm not taking out a card that's good against Delver. I'm just adding a Circle of Protection blue to the sideboard at the cost of that Moment's Peace, basically, and shuffling around some counterspells. That's fine. It's fine that the Circle of Protection blues didn't really show up, because it's not like they were that bad. Those matches I got mana screwed in, if I didn't have the Circle of Protection blue, I was just dead. I'm 100% dead. Nothing I could have done. I would have gotten beaten to death. So, they weren't bad. But whether they were good enough to justify losing out on the Condescend and sometimes downgrading to the Dispel in certain matchups, whether it's worth not having 8 anti-combat cards for post-board games, whether I would rather have a main deck Serrated Arrows or something instead. I don't know. I need to figure those things out, and hopefully I'll be able to without, rage quitting MTGO forever. So, thanks for watching. We got owned, but we managed to crawl our way back to a winning record, and hopefully next week we won't get triple Fairy Miscreanted, quad Fairy Miscreanted out of matches. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better. Thanks for watching.